Hello everyone, my name's Artemis Black and we're going to have a quick look at the new announcement that High Elves are on their way. I would say faster than expected, but strong rumors were already out that they were coming in February, so we were all kind of expecting the announcement in today's video thingy, and then big announcement on Warhammer Community. I'm not going to read the article out for you. You can go read that yourself if you want. But suffice to say that the Calador dragons come in sooner than we would have thought. I mean, obviously, we kind of just assumed that the team would come out in May along with the next FAQ. If this team is coming earlier, can we dream that an FAQ to fix the very, very annoying problems will also come with them? Who knows? Let's have a look at the actual team. So what we know from the article. 6 positionals, as expected. 2 throwers. We don't care. I mean, they're not even good throwers, are they? They come with Secure Pass and Cloud Burster. No one cares. It's the passing game is still stupid, pointless. It's if you want fun, sure, but I come from the point of view of competitive Blood Bowl. You're only throwing a pass if something's gone horribly wrong, so no one cares about the throwers. The other 2 are the important ones, and we're starting off with the White Lions. So the White Lions are odd because all they say are blitzers who are armed with claw. That's all they tell you. Blitzers armed with claw. They tell you nothing else. So that's all we actually know for sure. We'll talk about the rumors in a second, but that's all we know. And then Dragon Princes. If they're not blitzers, they're the replacement for catchers. And they come with block and steady footing. The new skill where if you get knocked down or fall over, you roll a dice, and if on a 6, you stay up. So a bit strange that they come with block and steady footing. It doesn't mention dodge, doesn't mention catch. All it says is block and steady footing. And the other thing we know, other than the fact that they're elves, is that they says AV9 across the board. It specifically says across the board. Now, you can't rule out that that's a mistake. It's probably just, an intern writing this. But, like, from the model you can see on screen there, that's a Dragon Prince. That does not look like it comes with AV8 plus. Like, the others are wearing the same skirts, less armor. Like, there's no way that this comes with AV8 plus. So they really are AV9 plus across the board, which is really good. You're going to have to pay for it is probably the problem. So let's have a look at what we don't know, which is kind of the more interesting thing, because we knew a lot of this already, or sort of. Big rumors came out, and the rumors were White Lions with Wrestle and Claw. Now, you'll notice that that they didn't mention that the Blitzers have block. They mentioned that the Dragon Princes have block, but not the Blitzers. So will they have Wrestle and Claw? Which makes them very strange Blitzers. Not very synergistic skills, Wrestle and Claw. I don't mind having Claw on a Blitzer, but Wrestle, not quite what you're looking for when you're blitzing. So kind of annoying on the synergistic front if they do have the rumored Wrestle. They did call them Blitzers, but, anything could happen there. It also doesn't tell you their movement, so we are going to assume it hasn't moved from movement 7, but it is an assumption, and it's a bigger assumption for the next one, which is Dragon Princes. Dragon Princes, it doesn't mention their movement at all. It doesn't mention whether they have the very rumored My Ball, which was something that we heard, and it also doesn't mention whether they have catch. They're the replacement for the old catchers. Do they come with catch? Do they come with My Ball? So those are actually more important than the things that we did here, which is kind of strange. Maybe they knew the rumors and they told you other stuff on purpose. But it will make a big difference, right? If we assume that the similar makeup to before, it is a big assumption, but we can kind of assume it. The Linos are movement 6, the Blitzers are movement 7, the Dragon Princes are movement 8, They already come with block and steady footing. Can they even get more skills? How expensive are they going to be if they have movement 8, elf stats, block, steady footing, and one of these? I guess my ball maybe is just free, right? Because it's not really a positive skill. And to be honest, my ball is the skill that I'm most wary that they have. I hope they don't have it. I hope the rumor is wrong or they've changed it, because agi play in third season is really bad. It's just not good. And high elves come in and being the bashy elves, they come in with 2 block. The blitzers probably have either block or wrestle. So they have 4 essentially like safe skills. They come with armor 9 plus across the board now. So they're the new bashy elves. So they don't come with new agi play options. They're elves, but they're just, and they're probably going to be the best elves. But they're still not agi play as you'd expect it to be. Rats lost their gutters. Dark elves lost their blitzers. The others lost their catchers. Like, agi play got reduced. And this doesn't bring it back. And my ball would make that worse, obviously. If a Dragon Prince can't even move the ball, that's like a core tenet of agility play. So if they have my ball, this is not an agility play team. It's an agility based team, but it's not an agility play team. So, and as you say, the bottom costs for everyone. Like, is that all that the blitzers get? Do they only get? I mean, I'm gonna say wrestle and claw because everything else, all the other rumors that have been out are completely correct. So, are they just gonna get wrestle and claw? How expensive does that make them? But more importantly, how expensive are these dragon princes? Are they movement 8? Do they have extra skills on top of block and steady footing? I mean, they've got a thrower. Surely they've got to have catch. Surely you can't replace catchers with a position that doesn't have catch. But who knows what Games Workshop going to do? Am I looking forward to high elves? Yeah, okay. Yeah, like, they're fine. Like, certainly look more interesting to play, and more importantly, more reliable, more stable. The problem with the other teams is they maintained their armor 8 plus, which makes them very fragile, but then they lost some of the stuff that makes up for that. They lost some of their speed, some of their maneuverability, gutters, catches, etc. So they didn't get anything really particularly good for still being fragile. This team is not fragile, especially as the Dragon Princes come with armor 9 plus. So a non-fragile elf team, which isn't as annoyingly crap as Dark Elves, looks pretty good to me. And I mean, the Dark Elves, but you've got to take like the Assassins, who are armor 8 plus, Witches armor 8 plus, Runner armor 8 plus. So this is the bashy team. This is the reliable agility team that doesn't just die to basic blocks. So I think this will see a lot of use, and maybe that is, the point of killing all the other agility teams. Everyone who wants to play agility teams now has to play high elves because everyone else just dies horribly and has not much to make up for it. I'll be playing them because I don't want to just play Bash for the next 5 years. Hopefully we see some other agility teams coming out new from Games Workshop to fill that gap. So I'll definitely be playing these when they come out. Yeah, that's it. Nothing else to say, really, is it? I don't know whether they'll be what tier or anything. You can't guess at that, can you? You don't know any of this stuff on the screen. You don't know how expensive they are. You don't know what skills they have on top of that. Wrestle Claw will knock them down a bit. Block Claw would be amazing. I'm guessing Wrestle Claw. There's no way they have 4 block. So I'm guessing Wrestle Claw. I think they'll probably have catch and maybe my ball as well, just to make them more annoying, right? To make up for the fact that they're probably going to be movement 8, block, armor 8 plus, elves, steady footing. You got to give them something bad, and my ball fits the bill. So I think all of the rumors are going to be true. I think they're going to have all of this stuff, and it's going to make them expensive. It's going to make them hard to afford, and it's going to make them annoying to play. But it's still going to make them better than the other elves. So long live the high elves, I guess. And if you want more amazing opinions like that, you can come follow me on Twitch. Hello, people from YouTube. You can say hello to me on Twitch. I am currently covering the Winter Super League, which, I'll be honest with you, not as super as it sounds, but we're hoping for better as the rounds move on. And give us a wave. We'll see you there.